comes to spraying your fruit trees, very, very important. What I recommend is a copper spray. Some of you may have a, well, there's also a sulfur lime.
That one.
Okay, this is actually being phased out. The EPA is saying that it's not quite as, it's a sulfur spray is what it is. And sulfur you'd never want to spray on an apricot. Copper you can spray on everything. Copper is kind of the better way to go. So I'm going to focus on copper. Copper spray should be applied once between about now, at least once between about now and the end of February. I say to my father, and in my yard it's going to be twice. I choose a day where there's not a lot of wind. I choose a day when it's not going to be raining for a day or two or three, and I get a really, really good uniform application. Generally speaking, a teaspoon or two per gallon. This stuff goes a long ways. This is concentrated. It'll last you 2-3 years. And it can also be used in a diluted form during the growing season when you have a lot of fungus. So this is a great product to keep on your shelf.
So what it does is, this is not fertilizer.
This is not fertilizer. This is to take care of bacteria and fungus, things that can overwinter on the surface of your tree. And it's organic. They use this on the organic farms too.
So spraying the tree, not
just the tree, not the ground, just the tree. Get a really good uniform application.
So what happened? The peachy trees all shrubbed the leaves.
Well, hopefully the leaves have dropped. You don't want to spray until the leaves have gone bye-bye and the tree is asleep. If you live in Pebble Beach, right about now, you probably still have leaves on some of your trees.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Some of them may still have blooms. Who knows? There's strange things that trees can do when they get near the ocean.
So what happened is still green and blooming and, take it off.
In the case of some trees, if they haven't gone to sleep, I tell people by the time February rolls around, force it into sleep. Prune it back, pull those leaves off, or spray them anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that now. Force them to sleep now. And go ahead and spray. It'll kill the leaves that are on now, but that's better than having the disease come back again next year.
But January is fruit trees blooming season, April and...
Some
they
trees,
shouldn't be.
Yeah, they shouldn't be, but some trees near the coast will do that. This is that whole chill requirement I talked about. A chill hour, 45 degrees less. Sometimes some funny things happen, but spraying's pretty easy. You can do it. This isn't harmful for your health. You can get a spray can. If you don't have one, we've got a little barrel sprayer. I'm sure you've seen it, to the concentration recommended. Application all over the tree. Wait a couple weeks, make sure it's a clear day. Do it once more and you're good. Follow-up question, we'll come back to Barbara. After pruning. You don't want to spray anything that you're going to be cutting off. You bet. After pruning. Sure, sure.
A question about that copper spray. Well, the citrus trees, they never lose their leaves around here.
Ooh, glad you mentioned citrus. Okay, citrus is a different animal than these fruit trees. Deciduous fruit trees are generally what we're focusing on. We do a citrus workshop closer to the spring and the summer. One thing about citrus, never prune citrus in the winter months because of the frost danger. Now's not a good time to prune. And really, you should only prune the citrus if you have to. If it's blocking a window that brings sunlight into your bedroom, or if it's in the way of getting around the side of your house. Generally speaking, you do not want to prune citrus. And in the case of disease, pests, well, that's what we're here for. You can bring in a sample, bring in some leaves. If we can't identify it, we go down to the ag office, and we generally have a pretty good success rate of figuring things out. Okay, there was...